Hey everybody. Hope everybody's having a new year so far. I wanted to let you guys know how everything is going here recently. Um, so at the end of 2012, I had run out of my private health care, and since I have my problems with my speech and reading, with most of the letters that I was getting from the company I used to work with or work for, um, they they told me that I was going to be um, losing my health insurance. So I didn't realize that until right around the beginning of January because I saw that no money was taken out of my account. And so shortly after that, I thought it would be smart for me to show my parents what had been going on, and I wanted them to see if they could help me out a little bit. So shortly after that, my dad he was telling me that he could definitely help me out. So the two of us, since we were in uh, the military, we assumed that um, the VA could help us. Um, my dad, he was able to get help through the VA because he was in the Air Force for 4 years, and he spent his time back during the Vietnam era. So he was able to get everything he needed through the VA. But back when I was in the Army, um, I was doing my time over in Germany. And while I was there, I had asked my officers if I could go back to school and become an officer. And as the as my letter had went up through the chain, my captain, my lieutenant colonel, and my colonel allowed me to get out and go back to school to become an officer. So I was really excited about that. The only problem is that I was getting out 2 weeks before 2 years in the Army. So come to find out, when I was with the VA getting my paperwork started and all of that kind of stuff, they told me that I had to been in the Army for 24 months. Well, come to find out, I was 2 weeks short of 24 months. So I couldn't get no help from the VA. So, and this was happening right there about a month ago. Whenever I'm trying to get, I'm about to run out of my drugs towards the end of January, and I wanted to be able to go to the VA for more of my medication um, from February on. So, so since I was there at the VA hospital and all this situation was going on, and since I was told that I wouldn't be able to go through the VA and all that, I got very upset and mad. Um, I didn't know what to do. I was in so much anger. Um, because not only did I did my time in the Army, I did um, around almost 7 years in the National Guard. So my time in the National Guard didn't matter at all. And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that I had only, while I was in the National Guard, I was only part-time. I didn't spend any time in the National Guard as a full-time employee or anything like that. So that's a big reason why I didn't get any help at all. So shortly after the whole VA issue, I had to quickly go to Walmart because that's where I get my drugs through, and I had to let them know that I'm only going to need um, like 2 weeks of drugs because I'm getting ready to run out of my drugs, and I want to make sure I have it because of my seizures. So they helped me with my drugs, and the only problem was is I had to end up spending like somewhere around $400 for 14 days of my medication. So I was a little angry about that, but what can you do when you need to get your drugs, right? So shortly after I got back home after dealing with Walmart, I me and my father got on the web, and we were looking up a way where we can find some Part D programs out there that can help you with going through companies that only offer your prescriptions and your pills and stuff like that. So luckily I was able to find a company who was good dealing with Walmart and the drugs that I have, and I did I did all I needed to do on their website and stuff like that, and I was thinking it was going to take like anywhere from 10 to 14 days for that stuff to get to the house, but luckily it got home. It got here in about I think it was somewhere around 7 days almost. So I was very excited about that, and I got my paperwork and all that. So now I can get my drugs through this new company that I'm dealing with. Now, the only problem that I have is that I don't have a secondary um, program that's also helping me pay my doctor bills and hospital bills and all that kind of stuff, like I did when I had my private health insurance before. But at least I can get my drugs through this private company that only deals with my drugs and all that kind of stuff. Now, I am having a big problem um, because of the way I used to pay for my health insurance and my drugs and stuff like that. I was only spending like let's see, $80 a month for my 3 types of drugs that I have to take. But with this new program that um, I have to pay $140 a month with my 3 drugs that I'm taking. So it's uh, it's a little different. So it's uh, it's out there to help you, even though it's a little bit more of a price that you got to deal with. But what can you do? And hopefully there's other people out there that can get help with the drugs that you have to take. Hopefully with me telling everybody about what I had to do within this last month and a half that I had to deal with, that you guys don't have to go out and deal with the same things that I did. But just make sure that every time around August to November, you really focus on the letters that you get from your medical uh, insurance and all that, your health insurance, that you got to stay focused on those letters, um, so that for the next year when you're having to pay for your health insurance and stuff, that you're doing a good job, that you're focusing on the amount of money you have to pay and all that. So I don't know if I made any sense just then, but I hope you guys can understand what I'm trying to say and stuff like that. But if you have any questions, please write me back and let me know how everybody's doing. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.